Hello, everyone. I got some breaking news for you. The dystopian, crazy life that we all live in is about to change. Now, the countries in which I'm going to be talking about is the European Union. That's right, our friends from the other side of the ocean. So, what they are implementing the eID. eID stands for European Digital ID. So, what this means for Europe is by the year 2026, all European countries have to have the eID, the digital ID. Now, when you get this ID, you can either get it through your mail, which I am supposing a lot of seniors will do. You can get email, or you can do it by the app on your phone. Now, when this is implemented, it will be the app on your phone. That's just a start. I'll get into the full nature of it later. But this is just a running phase of it. If you're going to still have your cash for a little while, the Parliament of the European Union all said that, hey, you're still going to have your cash. Don't worry. Klaus Schwab will still allow you to have your money. But in the meantime, you'll be slowly implemented into this program. And once it's fully effect, then you're slowly going to see, hey, 20s, 5s, 10s notes will no longer be accepted. There's already places in the United States that states, hey, cash is not accepted. So, I can see in the near future that they'll do that because they'll interest on taking those notes similar to a credit card so much that stores will not want to deal with it because they know that every time they take a $5 note that they'll be paying $3 in fines, so they will be losing out on goods and services whatever they're providing, and they'll just say no. Now, why they're doing this? They're doing this because they feel it's going to stop human trafficking, illicit crimes, not counting politicians, of course, but illicit crimes, um, the migrant crisis they have over there because they don't know who these people are, even though the United Nations knows who these people are, they don't. Now, how they're going to implement this is through facial recognition, fingerprinting, or biometrics, your IRA. And then they'll know exactly who you are. So the great thing about it, though, is that when you go to airport, well, you won't need a passport anymore. They'll just, look at your face and be like, oh, hey, you're so and so. Okay, all right, go ahead. You can go. But you're still probably having your bag checked. I would not doubt that, because even though we know who you are, you still might be one of them. We gotta check you out. Now, the concept of this has been going around for generations. The first time I heard about the IDs was back in the 90s when I was a little kid, but this has been going on since the World War II era when they started doing RFID chips, and in 1935 is when the British and the Germany got together and they what are radio waves and how to use them. Now, when they figured out how to use them, they did little trial runs and they started putting them in animals. And today, RFID chips are pretty much in animals who pet owners want them to be tracked. In case you get stolen or lost, you can figure out where they are. They're they're also put into wristwatches um, for kids, because just in case they get snatched or whatever, you know where they are. Now, this European ID, after it's fully implemented, um, had a nice little talking point from the other side of the continent, the United States Federal Reserve of Minneapolis. And at the Federal Reserve Minneapolis, a spokesman said that the use of digital IDs and CDBCs, what's the point? Because you have technologies now like Venmo, like PayPal, where you can send transactions to and fro, so you know who those transactions are. So, what's the whole deal about it? Well, he spilled the beans, and he says all this stuff is really linking us to the China system. Every single one of it is. Everything is. So, in the China system, as everyone knows who watches my channel, you have the social credit policy. They regulate, your to and fro business, which is under the social credit scores. That puts a tyrannical government in place. And they can't get out of this. I mean, they're stuck. The Reserve was speaking of was they want to implement. They want to know exactly how much taxes they're taking out from you. They want to make sure you're paying your taxes. They want to know where you're going. They want to know what car you're buying. They want to know what you're eating. They want to know where you're walking to. They want to know what job you are. They want to know, hey, is your employer paying your taxes? And hey, why are you talking bad about your employer? Why are you talking bad about your government? Similar to the Canadian truck driver movement. Remember what happened to those guys? Well, you're driving for a truck and all of a sudden, hey, you can't buy diesel fuel. Why can't buy diesel fuel? Because you spoke bad about your government, so they cut you right off. That's what will happen. Now, it goes further than this. And RFID chips is the final solution. Now, RFID chips, as I explained earlier, are radio frequency ID chips. Now, they're the size of a piece of rice. They fit right here on your hand. Now, to think that I'm joking about this or misleading the public about this in any manner, there's a company called Three Square Market. It's in the state of Wisconsin in the United States. They have RFID for their employees. So, they found out that when they did this, their employers are a lot more responsive and they take more pride in their work. Well, the reason why is because they're being tracked by every movement. So, they don't have to carry credit cards around. They don't have to carry cash around. They just go to a vending machine and go, I want the drink. What's going to happen when you go and then it says, I'm sorry, that's too much calorie content for you today. Would you like a diet soda instead? So this will also impact your ability to move around because we're going into 15-minute cities. So what happens when you're working and you get a call off and they say, hey, you can pick up 2 more hours, and we know by the skill level that you have at your job, you can do this job, so you're going to be doing that. And you're like, well, I already did a 12-hour shift. I just want to go home. Like, no, you're doing the work. What's that? What's going to happen when that happens? Second of all, with this robots and AI solutions taking people's jobs away, people are going to go nuts. And when they go nuts, they got to figure out a way to control them, and what better way to control the masses than the RFID chips. Because then you can say, you're a danger to society. You need to go to the re-education camps. So, what I'm about to say is something that I couldn't believe I found, but I did find it. The country of Sweden has 6,000 of their citizens by 2021 with the RFID chips already in them. Now, since these chips are already in them, they feel that, oh, life is a little bit better because, you ain't got to worry about the wallet. You ain't got to worry about your car keys or nothing like that. Everything just opens up. This is a dangerous, dangerous, slippery slope we're in. And governments who want tyrannical uh, governments are going to have a field day on this. And people who want freedom are going to be losing all of their freedom. Just like what the book says right here. Right there. That's basically it. So, um, what I could say about this is talk to your neighbors, talk to your community leaders, get them aware of this subject because they're going to entice people. Maybe groceries, maybe money, maybe, you get a new car or something like that. They'll entice people to do this, and the masses will fall for it because they're making the masses broke for a reason. And once they become fully, totally dependent on the system, that'll be it. You will be in digital slavery by then. If you could please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and bye.